Hey guys, I'm here with Jen Olivar, and she actually manages Jenna Marbles. If you're familiar with Jenna, she's quite large on YouTube at the moment, and Jen actually manages Jenna's activity, and I wanted to get a little bit of info about that. But how long have you been working with Jenna?
I've been working with Jenna for almost a year and a half now, so it's been a fun ride so far, and it's just, I'm still in shock with how many fans she has. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of her, so I totally get it, but it's just awesome to always be in a place like this where we see so many of her fans and can put faces to the numbers.
Yeah. So what was it that occurred to you when you were watching YouTube, or however you discovered Jenna? What was that process?
And first of all, I usually don't use the word discover, just because I think with any YouTuber that's sort of already putting themselves out there and, sort of establishing themselves and self-marketing, they kind of already have done the first big step of putting themselves out there. So I never say that I've discovered her or any other YouTuber. I just like to say I really took notice to what she was doing, and I noticed she had a few viral videos, and this was back in, I think, February of 2011. And I was like, whoa, this girl has a few really cool videos, but sometimes you look at the subscriber base and it doesn't really reflect what you see in sort of some of the video views. So I contacted her and I was like, I'm a huge fan of what you're doing. I'd love to work with you. Maybe that we can build a bigger base for you. And just worked with her on a few strategies, and she totally took off. And again, super talented girl. From the very beginning, I was like, this girl's going to be so famous. I just hope that I can be a part of it somehow.
That is a fabulous story. No, you could not have told that any better. I think that's what anybody really hopes for, especially in the YouTube community, where they're all here and they're trying to figure out what they can do to just grassroots do their own thing and be their own person and be successful. So I do social media marketing. A lot of people on YouTube know that I do that. So I'm genuinely interested in what the strategy is there, where you know the audiences are, that you have to make sure that you're not pushing the videos but making them available in those areas. What's kind of your strategy there with the social media presence?
Well, I think first and foremost, stay true to yourself. I think sometimes people are like, hey, you should post twice a day, you should tweet 3 times a day, you should Facebook 5 times a day. If it feels unnatural to you, you should never force it. I think I look at social media as just as much a creative art process as anything else, and it should feel organic and it should feel real. Obviously, you always just want to try to find a real way to always engage with your audience, whether it's once a week, once a day, and it's just like calling up your mom. A lot of these people think they're your friends, and you kind of have this really cool relationship with them that Jenna calls it her internet friends. They're her internet friends. And you want to check in on your friends and say hi once in a while, and that might be once a day, once a week. And
any particular platforms that you definitely know you need to be present on? I mean, obviously there's the big ones, the Facebook, the Twitter, but is that pretty much predominantly where the audience is?
I think Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at this time is kind of the place to be, but of course there's always places to sort of continue to, I think, even just build out your brand or your personality. Pinterest is a really great example of a new sort of developing place where it's just sort of a different experience when you're on Pinterest, because it's not just words, it's not just video, it's more images.
That's right.
So you can kind of get a feeling of who somebody is or what their interests are, and it's just a different experience.
Absolutely. Okay, so if you can tell me what's next for Jenna, anything really fun in the future other than sitting in her bedroom with her webcam, as much as everybody loves that? Is there anything kind of cool in the works happening, or?
The really great thing that I love about Jenna is she's very much this person who's like, I'm going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to follow my gut, and I'm just going to do what feels right. And right now, there isn't a big, huge project on the table that's her next big thing. She loves being where she's at now. She loves her audience, and she loves being able to do things that she would be doing anyway, even if she wasn't a big YouTuber. And so we're just kind of enjoying the moment and seeing where it takes us.
Well, you're doing a great job of winging it. Fantastic, huge fan, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet you.
You too.